Welcome to the Bookbibuli podcast. The year is 1938. 1938, which happened 84 years ago. The world has just started to discover a new bird, which only a handful of men have ever seen. A bird the size of a child and equally playful. A bird which walks like humans and dresses like humans in formals. A bird which has aroused the collective curiosity of the entire humankind. Everyone wanted to know these birds. Enter the penguins. In the days of no internet, no TV, Mr. Popper's Penguins let the readers have their wish. It allows them to meet the penguins just by its narrative. Let's welcome Ayan, biological age 10, and on a guided book ride with Bookbibuli. Hello, Ayan. How is your book ride with Bookbibuli going?
It's whoopee! It's the best joyride, better than in any amusement park. Endless fun and safe. My parents don't even have to worry. Remember, this ride is guided by Bookbibuli, curated content specifically for me. I've been on it for the past 4 years and don't want to get off.
Whoa. Well, okay. Did your guided book ride take you to Mr. Popper's Penguins?
Yes, it surely did. Around 2 years back, I am so happy to have been there with the penguins, and 10 of them. Nelson, Columbus, Louisa, Jenny, Scott, Magdalene, Adelina, Isabella, Ferdinand, and Victoria, with Captain Cook and Greta. Before you ask, I memorized the names just before I came for the recording. In your face, everyone who didn't memorize the names. It was so much fun. Sometimes I felt I am in Antarctica with penguins all around me playing.
I really liked Nelson Columbus sparring. What is your pick?
Nelson, Columbus, and their fight is hilarious. Funnier than that is that when they fight, the other penguins form a circle around them and cheer and clap. They surely put on an epic show. But mine are far too many. First is the great battle of Captain Cook and random guy who is trying to drill air holes in the freezer. Captain Cook pecks the serviceman, and then there had been a shower of flying tools, a violent slamming of the door, and the serviceman would scorn. Ha ha! And then the sideway hawk army march of the penguins. I am thankful Bookbibuli recommended this book to me.
A moment, Ayan. Before you go crazy about the book, let me give a summary of the plot to the listeners. Well, I would say it is a book about a poor painter, Mr. Poppers, who wanted a penguin. And then he got one. And then many more. The story has Captain Cook and Greta with their 10 babies. Of all the endeavors Mr. Popper has to take care of penguins, all the time coming up with these zany ideas, from drilling air holes in a freezer to an ice rink in the basement with a pond in the middle. When Poppers run out of money, they train the penguins to do tricks. The penguins become famous and come to be known as Popper's Performing Penguins. Ayan, tell us, how did Mr. Popper get Captain Cook?
Mr. Popper sends a letter to his hero, aka Admiral Drake, who thinks this man would love to have a penguin. Mrs. Popper is skeptical but adapts to Mr. Popper and the penguins and learns to love them.
What factor is your favorite?
The entire kiddish vibe. It makes you think about what is possible. And the penguin seems so much like a family. They go from zeros to heroes.
The book is quite nice, but do you feel that he could have done better at any point?
He may have been able to show the background better, a problem in most books. The author can't explain the terrain very well, so you can't understand what happens as well as you could.
Okay, Ayan. So tell me, how old would you say you would have to be to read this book and enjoy it too?
About 5 to 49. it never gets old. Every kid in the world would love this book, and even most grown-ups. It's super funny, and no one, would think they could outgrow it.
Thank you very much, Ayan, for all your inputs. You have been a wonderful, wonderful person to interact with. Mr. Popper's Penguins is a children's classic. It was inspired in 1932 when Richard and Florence Atwater brought their young daughters to see a documentary film about Richard E. Byrd's Antarctic expedition. This is a happy book with a simple tale of penguins, a fictional story for the smaller age bracket as per us would be 5 to 9 years. Children definitely enjoy the book and remember the penguins for a long time. A book which can be read by the kids themselves or can be read to the kids who have still not learned to read. So, we wish you a very happy reading and we shall see you next Friday.